No, what I was just trying to respond is we agreed before South. But which South? Is it South or Southwest? Anything, like I told you before, anything that is not Southeast is not justice. The justice goes to Northeast.
Or North Central?
No, Northeast. Because there are two zones that have never produced president. Southeast, we are not going to support anybody from the South or Southwest. The only justice going South is only Southeast. And that will be fairness. If you want to talk about equity, if you want to talk about fairness, if you want to talk about one Nigeria, I'm surprised that most of these people are talking about Southeast. Why don't they zone it to Southeast? I'm saying it's only Southeast. There are two zones that have never been president.
But the people will talk about rotation according to region, not about according to zone.
No. It's a region. South is a region.
No. South is a zone.
It's a region. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
There are two regions of this
Obasanjo have been president. No, don't take me there.
No.
Obasanjo have been president.
I'm just giving an instance.
No, for how many regions do you have? How many zones do you have?
Southern and northern regions.
No, how many zones do you have?
We have 6 geopolitical.
Who have never been president?
No, I'm talking
the
about
only people that have never been. No, the concept had to be Southwest is written off, South is written off, only Southeast.
Okay, then
I'll do my form tomorrow morning.
But that the time is over.
It's not over. I bought a form. I'll be the candidate tomorrow morning.
But let me ask you.
So the only thing to do now is Ahmed Lawa is on the table. And it's from Northeast, and they have never been president. So these people should leave all this petty jealousy and pair combination. I don't want this man to be, because it's about interest. They know some of them want to be president, some of them want to be vice president. They know once Ahmed Lawa is selected now, as it has been done, they know it's closed down for them. They are not going to be vice president, they are not going to be president. It's about interest. And some of them have been promised vice president. I know about 5 governors there that have been promised vice president. I have it in good authority.
Are you making reference to northern governors?
Some of the governors have been promised vice president.
And you can confirm this? You can.
Yes, of course.
Are you privy to those kind of conversations?
Yes, of course. I'm a member of the party. I know what happens in the party. So let them leave personal interest to Nigerian interests. The only thing we're looking at now is the Southeast have not been president. The only way you can say there is fairness and justice, say all the zones close up, go to Southeast. So have we committed? Are we not Nigerians? Have we committed any offense?
Because Southeast can.
Have we committed any offense?
Let me ask the question that.
Yes.
Because Southeast cannot have it, then
it's go to Northeast. So we know that the zoning is getting sense, making sense.
So let me ask this also. For those who argue that there are 2 regions of the country, the northern and the southern region.
No, we don't
just
talk about that.
If I may put the question, there is the southern and the northern region. And the thinking is that if President Buhari from the northern region has done 8 years at the end of 2023, that is fair for it to come south. What about that argument?
Only Southeast will be equity.
No, we're talking about region.
No. We don't talk about region. We talk about equity and fairness. I have him saying fairness and equity. It's not about zone.
Let me bring back Honorable Adamu Aliyu. You heard what
it's about equity.
Yeah.
Give it to Southeast. Then there will be no problem. We don't talk about Northeast. Close it down on Southeast tomorrow morning. Then it will be equity. But I don't like people playing pranks. You come and tell me. For me, from day one, I've told you and I told Nigerians, there are only 2 zones that can be president now. It's either Northeast or Southeast. Southwest is not on the card. Because Obasanjo has been president, Jonathan has been president.
To live in peace, we need to live as people who have worked together for many years. And in doing this, vote does not count on what you get most times. Enmity does not count on what you are given. The president, vice president of America the lady Kamala Harris used to abuse President Biden. They were opponents. They were not the same. But today, they have found themselves in the same boat. They are living peacefully. They are showing maturity. So the President Obasanjo became president without other Nigerians, vote, except his constituency. I was with him the day that vote was voted in Abeokuta. So vote is not a measurement. What you did not do today, you can do it tomorrow. We had a hurricane in our zone. Nobody could have stopped. President Buhari had 29.9% in Abia in 2019. And he had 68.7% in Abia North Senatorial District. Why he's still very proud of what we did to him. So vote must not be the count. We need one another. The binding of one another is more important than vote cast. Vote cast is, yes, the party have won. The party need peace. The party need everybody on board. Those that did not vote for the party today can vote for the party tomorrow if we are properly aligned. So it's not an issue that we can only count our success by vote. After all, also in our zone, we have made progress. Before, we used to be only 2 or 3 senators. Today, we have about 6 or 7 senators from APC. So it's not a fade, it's not a setback for the party. What happened is that there was a presidential candidate from the southeast and entire people of the area. Because if election is taken, it's not only in southeast that this thing happened, that every part of the country had problem of the voting. So I want to appeal to the National Working Committee that calling every part of the country and giving them a pile of the cake makes the country safe, make people to know they are Nigerians. And I have been with the call for Nigeria for over 40 years in my life. I started doing politics. So I am not saying the northern Nigeria did not vote. There was a time that it was the eastern Nigeria that were voting for other party. I've been in National Assembly. I was member of House of Representatives in 1992 under NRC. I was 2-time governor of Abia State under PDP. I've never been any governor of any other thing and myself and the national chairman, we were in the same party, and we piloted the affair of unity of the country, which is more important. We have had votes where the president of Nigeria lost all his zone, but he was still made the president of Nigeria. Nobody discriminated, even lost where he voted. He was still made the president of Nigeria. Nobody discriminated against him. These things come. It's not a rocket science. Winning is not, being a brother's keeper is more important than winning. I appeal to you people that you must sit something reasonably and valuable to the Southeast. And we are going to rebuild the party. The most important thing is starting early, like my colleague said. Starting early. 3 years is like 3 days. This party will be going back for election in the next few years, and give us opportunity to rebuild the party for this great party. And I'm not saying you people have done what you have done does not look very nice by putting people's name, personally people's name. It's undemocratic. It's against the constitutional right of 3 of us sitting down here. Section 51 of the Constitution do not say this for the National Assembly. So we are going to challenge it. We are going to say, no, I'm a party man. I'm a believer of the party. And this is only why I came with 3 of them, 3 of them. One colleague is not here. Because I have never disobeyed this party. This is first time we are going to say no to what the party says. They were not going to do this in the floor of the Senate. So this is not acceptable to us, and we will not want to do it, and we will not want to disrespect the party. So it's earlier enough that we have 18 days to go. it will be better that the party goes back to drawing board and redraw and call us to a meeting for consultation and rezone, publish and everything, and not by name, because you zone by zone, you don't zone by name. It contradicts all this section of the Constitution I've called you section 51 in terms of Senate, and section 51B in terms of House of Representatives. So it will not be right for our party, being a very big national party, to be doing what will be unconstitutional. We want you people to do what Constitution will be agreement with you. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I hope that one man that is elected there that cannot be Senate President. So please, you people should go for further consultation and know the direction this party will go, so that we can have peace in the country. Country is built in tripods. If you have Hausa, you have Yoruba, you have Igbo. So you should remember to be able to consider. We must not vote. There was a time that zone was giving PDP all their votes to be president, and today it's not happening. So we might be APC tomorrow. After all, we have also made progress from one governor to two governors, from 2 senators to 6 senators. It's just that we did not vote in the presidential election, and people know why, and people are taking advantage of that. It will not be good, and it will not look nice. And when we say we are building a national cohesion that will deliver this party in nearby future, that is not right to do things, I feel, and we will feel that will not cohere very well with the stance of our party. Please, you both should think. There will be no need on 13th of June, we will start disobeying the party in the Senate floor. It will be good in agreement. I'm happy the national chairman, the deputy national chairman, the national secretary, all of you are senators. They can promise you everything, and you know we are going to do secret ballot in the Senate. We will vote according to our conscience. You people have done it before, and we will do what you people have done in the past. We will do it again. So it is better we settle properly as 59 senators of the APC, and we settle, the opposition have 50. The difference is not much. If you count 3 of us out, or even 4 of us, the deputy, our Osita will be here, you count 5 of us out, you are losing votes already. And we have capability of buying more from every other side. That is the truth. From the opposition, or from our party. Yes, of course, it's possible. So I want the National Working Committee to please be as wise as my grandmother. My grandmother was a very wise woman, and you people should be as wise as my grandmother. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Sir.
Well, you know, in APC, we are a unity, we are a united family. And that's why we come for this further consultation and insurance in the letter issued, I think, 4 or 5 days ago, a better consultation. We came for a better consultation, and the chairman and his team promised that they are going to look into the matter. And what is important and should be very clear to all of us, that is this decision of the party or the president-elect or any other leader is a kind of advisory. But because the Constitution is very clear, Section 50(1) is very clear on what we should do, mandated us to do the business of the day. So, and even if we are advised of this way we are going, on that day we are going to vote on our conscience. And you cannot tell us not to do the voting, because the Constitution very clearly said we should choose our leaders among ourselves. This Constitution provision. And the zoning is an arrangement, it's understanding. So it required a dialogue, engagement, discussions, agreement, disagree, agree finally. That's what you come to tell the party that they are like this, so they need to do more. But at the same time, even if we say we agree, it happens so many times. And then in 2019, the party do a lot of consultation, but one of us said no. Of course, we have too many nominations. And as God so have it, we, the majority, will have our way. And if he has the majority, he will have his way. So therefore, no matter what we agree, on that day is nomination. If you nominate, seconded, accepted, shikena. So voting. So who wins will be announced by the clerk. So what we are saying that there is not out of way the decision to be taken, is not out of way the engagement to be done, contact to be done, better discussion to be done for a smooth take-up. None of us among the candidates are from other parties. We are from the APC, and we supported APC from A to Z. At least if nothing, we voted for ourselves, and we voted for APC presidential candidate, and which my vote, his vote, other vote, calculated together and put the winning vote there. So therefore, we're not enemies in any way, except other people, they won't take it for granted, and other people want to take advantage of it, being close to President-elect and mention names now that after we have support together to ensure that we have get the winning president to become president. So therefore, we thank the national chairman for reception that we have gotten, and we are waiting for them to hear from them. But the final note, responsibility of National Assembly, as you all clear, as I said earlier, is the responsibility of parliamentarian. And there's a division of power between the executive, between and parliament, as well as judiciary. Parliament first, judiciary in the second, and then executive. At any point in time, judiciary, they're in the middle, so that if there is any misunderstanding, they can be in the middle to settle. So therefore, these arms of government, the Constitution has clearly splitted their job, and our job on that day is for us to do the business of the day. That's election of the president.
Distinguished that today is the situation in the North Central is that what is due to North Central should be given to North Central. We are all legislators. We are the ones that are going to the floor of the Senate to canvass support for anybody. And we have made our points very clear that if the president, in his wisdom, decides to support the balancing of the secularity of this country, we in the North Central, we agree to it. And what next? We should be giving our own dues. That's all we're asking.
So are you still canvassing for the Senate president going to a priesthood?
I am still canvassing for that. And also canvassing that North Central should be able to have one of the leadership positions. That's my position.
Sir, in the Senate?
In the Senate.
That's the Deputy Senate President?
That's our position.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.